Who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
Let's jump right into it. And the first time that I'm going to do this segment on the show. So here is Today I Learned Star Wars. And on Today I Learned Star Wars, we're talking about R2-D2, the astromech droid. Everyone's favorite astromech droid. Now, as we all know, R2-D2 speaks only in beeps and whistles. But in one of the original drafts of Star Wars back in 1974, R2-D2 actually spoke English. That's right. And he was actually kind of a bully towards C-3PO. And he would always berate him with insults such as, "You're a mindless, useless philosopher. You're nothing more than a dim-witted, emotion-brained intellectual. Why you were created is beyond my logic systems." I'm not joking. That was actually in the script. He said those by speaking English, word for word. That's what George Lucas wrote. And then, but I think we're all kind of happy that George Lucas changed it to what it is today, where he only speaks in beeps and whistles. But it's interesting to think about how different this character would have been otherwise. I mean, think about it. Part of the charm of R2-D2 and C-3PO is only C-3PO can understand him. And we can make believe R2-D2 says whatever we want. But he's also a completely different personality when he doesn't say, like, insults or berates C-3PO. He's just this cute, fun-loving droid. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was where the name R2-D2 came from. So the name derives all the way back in 1973 when George Lucas was making one of his earlier films called American Graffiti. And the sound editor on the film, Walter Murch, states that he is responsible for the utterance which sparked the name for the droid. One day on set, Murch asked for the Reel 2 dialogue track 2 for the whatever scene they were working on, and he abbreviated it in the form of R2-D2. And ever since, that name has stuck with George Lucas, and he wrote it down on paper one day and said, "I'm going to use that. That'd make a cool robot name." And eventually he wrote Star Wars, and R2-D2 became the name of that droid. And it's been with it ever since. That's it for today on I Learned Star Wars. And tune in next week for more fun facts about the Star Wars world.